I'm Leon Bartropp, or better known for my biscuit of the week. However, the guys over at ccmoore have now decided to take my love of biscuits to the next level. Overjoyed. And I want you guys to come on this journey with me. So we should be asking you through our social media accounts which venue should be selected for me to face this ultimatum. If your answer is selected, you have the chance to win some unmissable ccmoore prizes. So join me on this quest across the UK where I'll be taking on the Biscuit Bonanza. Welcome to another episode of the Biscuit Bonanza. We are down in, I would say sunny Oxford, but it's not sunny. And if you remember, we had the Biscuit Oreo. So you guys had to choose a lake in the UK for me to go and visit, which begins with O. So we're at Oxlease. So we've got to catch 4 fish. The challenge is 4 fish in 48 hours. And Bradders is with me behind the camera, and I'm sure he'd be throwing in a few little curveballs along the way and helping me along the way, hopefully.
Yeah, I feel bad after last time,
See,
mate.
what taking away my pole?
Yeah, and to be honest, like, I think if we'd have stayed for another couple of hours, we might have nicked one.
Do you know what? I think you're probably right, actually. I think it was, do you know what did it? It's when I went to the car park, packed up, the guy walked around, he said, I just cast a rod into where you was fishing, and he caught one. So I felt a little bit deflated. So hopefully this time, a bit more banter, and a bit more purpose of trying to catch 4. I mean, if you can't catch 4, I might as well go home, mightn't I? You know, so, but you're helping me.
I might help you this time.
You might help me, right, okay.
But the only problem the only problem is, I just spoke to the bailiff and he said it's been very hit or miss.
Oh,
so
that's what we needed, didn't we? We're going to have plenty of rain, I believe. Low pressure, high pressure, everything's happening over the 48 hours. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm rising to the Biscuit Bonanza challenge, and we're going to see if we can catch 1 fish to start, and hopefully by the 48 hours, we have 4 fish in the bag, and the challenge, the bonanza of the biscuit, will be completed.
Well, you better get cracking then.
Let's get them out. So, first thing I'm going to do, we're in swim 13, which is a bit of a bold move really, isn't it? Unlucky for some. Never fished this swim. Actually, I've only ever fished Oxlease once before, and that was totally up the other end. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rod out. It's midday-ish. You know, normally on most lakes, it's sort of a quiet time. It's when I sort of do my spomming and my marker work and that. And I'm going to get it out there and find some light-looking areas. What I'm looking for on this particular lake is a hard area, like the gravel, coming off the island out there, because I know it comes off quite a bit, talk to others, and it's where it dips down into that silt. This time of year, a lot of natural food there. That's where I'm going to target, where I think the fish are going to be feeding. That's where I'm going to put my rods, get some bait out of there. Right, let's get my marker rod out there and find some areas. Right, I found exactly what I was looking for as I come off the island, that gravel seam, and then onto the silt. Likely that the fish patrol around that island in the night time, during the day. I see a lot of fizzing when we first arrived there, me and Brad, in the 2 swims next to each other. And it seems to be in that area where I thought they would be, in that little seam. So I can't chat, I want to get the rods out, as quick as possible, all three on the same spot out there, get some bait out there, so I'm going to get cracking. Right, I just want to run you through the situation of how I'm fishing out there. D-rigs, love a D-rig. Main thing, anti-tangle, want to get 3 rods on that spot. Fishing 3 different coloured wafters to see what's happening. Yellow, a white and a pink. See what works best and then swap another one over to that when we catch and so forth and so on. 20 spoms of mix out there on top. And yeah, we're rocking and rolling. That's how we're doing it. Nothing too extreme, nothing too difficult. Pretty practical and straightforward. And that's how we're fishing.
Leon,
Yes.
why is there 2 t-shirts in the tree?
That's because we've caught a load.
Yeah?
Or is it because it's been pouring down with... Oh my God, what is going on? Oh, mate. Ugh, it's like... Well, it's because I got wet earlier on. So I've had to keep changing me bloody t-shirts. Look, it's going to start raining again now. I keep getting wet, so I keep having to change my t-shirts.
I'm sure I saw a beach towel in your bag earlier as well.
Ah, yeah. That's, well, I thought the sun... What, this? You mean this beach towel? This one. I'll bring it with me. Camouflage, nice camouflage, isn't it? What I do is when the sun's out, I'll get my Fox camo little thing on and I lie down on it like this. We have a little lie down when the sun's out, just like that. Lovely, but it's raining, so to be fair, I don't know why I've got it. But yeah, you never know when you need a good beach towel.
Go on, and I know you want to tell everyone about your cookies.
Well, did you know, Bradders, Oreo, now I find this hard to believe, but apparently it's true, they are the best-selling biscuit, best-selling cookie of all time. So in other words, since 2014, nah, well, hang on. So hang on, I've got to get this right. Right, they were first introduced on the 6th of March, 1912, by Nabisco, right? Biscuit company, Oreo.
Oh, you can't hold the camera straight.
Now, you can't get the camera straight. Now, they are the best-selling cookie, which I can't get round my head, because it's got to be Maryland cookies, isn't it? Oreo, filth. They really are.
You're not a fan, are you,
I'm not
Oreos?
a fan of Oreo. No.
I've got some in the van that might tickle your fancy.
Well, what's
though.
different about them then?
I'll have to get them out a little bit later.
All right. Surprise me, but yeah, not my thing really, Oreo. But yeah, did you know that? You know, another fun-filled biscuit fact for you there. Per 100 grams of Oreo original, right? Carbohydrate, what are you doing? 68 grams. So 70% of this biscuit is carbohydrate. 38% of that is sugar. Mate, this is heart attack in a packet, isn't it? No wonder I don't like them. Do you know what I reckon we should do? We should have the biscuit challenge.
Oh yeah?
We're going to have the biscuit challenge in a minute, I think.
What does that involve?
I don't know, you tell me. You said we are having a biscuit challenge, but you wouldn't tell me what it was.
Okay.
What is the biscuit challenge? What we got to do?
Well, I think, because you don't like Oreos...
I really don't like them.
I think we should make a brew.
Yeah.
And then I will give you a set amount of time which you must dunk said Oreo in the brew. And if it breaks, you fail the challenge. If it survives, I might give you a letter.
Bloody hell, we need something.
So put the kettle on.
I'll put the kettle on. So let me just recap, because you know I'm a stupid carp angler, right? So make a brew, right? And we're gonna have an Oreo challenge. So.
Yeah. So Oreo,
dunkability. We're gonna have the dunkability challenge.
Yeah, Oreos I would say are quite a firm biscuit.
Yep.
So I reckon
yeah.
a 10-second dunk. If that survives a 10-second dunk, I'll give you a letter.
All day long. I'm all over that.
Yeah?
And I'll get a letter for that.
Yeah. It has to be a boiling hot brew though. It can't be one that sat there for 20 minutes.
Okay. Right.
You up for it?
Yeah, I'm up for that. Yeah,
Okay.
That's in the bag. I'm telling you. That's a letter.
Let's do it.
Let's do it then.
Only a splash. We don't want to make it too easy.
Too easy? So 10 seconds, you're saying?
10 seconds.
Who's timing it?
I'll time it because I'm looking at my camera. Right, you ready?
Right, what's the rules?
It can't break.
Right, okay.
It has to hold its form perfectly.
And can I, as soon as I get it, I put it in my mouth? Or...
No. You've got to lift it out, hold it in front of the cup.
Stop it. Right.
Right, are you ready?
Right, count me down.
Okay.
Right. Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's burnt my fingers.
You're halfway.
Oh.
Okay, it's 10 seconds.
Whose silly idea was this challenge? Whose silly idea was this? It was going so well then. I can't believe that.
Well, that's one letter out the window. You ain't getting that one.
Can we try it again?
No.
So that's, and it's a waste of a cup of tea as well, isn't it? Bloody hell. God. Whose idea was this?
You better get catching some fish.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Thought I'd give you a little evening update. Now, guy come along who's fishing the swim to the right and giving us a little bit of hope. He caught one last night and he lost one as well, so he's had a couple of bites in the dark. One about 10 o'clock and one just before first light. So what me and Bradders was thinking was bang on really, that they're feeding at night or early morning. That's why we want to get everything sorted, get all the rods out there, get everything done this afternoon. Bait on there, everything. So all to play for. Sun's going down behind me, as you see I'm squinting a little bit. We've seen, to be fair, probably half a dozen fish Bradders in the last couple of hours.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Dotted around the area, so confidence is good, isn't it? Are you happy with your spots?
I'm happy.
Oh yeah, all three on the
It's
spot?
not about me yet though.
Proper Tom Maker, all three on the spot?
Tight as you like.
Tight as you like. Eh? So yeah, we've all to play. It's all going to be exciting tonight. I think what's going to happen, it's going to be in the hours of darkness, definitely.
You feeling it?
I am. I'm quietly confident. I'm not overly confident. I'm quietly confident, especially after the guy come up and we had a little chat, and he said he'd had one in the dark about 10 o'clock and the other one in the later hours, early hours of the morning. So, and I think the guy to the right of him had one in the dark as well, didn't he? I think, and that was one just crashed out in the bush to the right. So yeah, they're sort of they're about. I think we're in the right area. Now we've just got to put it to the rubber and try and catch one. I'd like to say good morning. I'd like to say it was a productive night, and we've had a couple this morning, but alas, unfortunately, we haven't. It's all show and no go, as my missus would say to me. It's they're jumping out there, but I don't think they're going down. We're fishing in 16.5 foot of water. Not a lot of fizzing going on there, a lot of showing. So I reckon it might be a change, so at least putting one on a zig today, because we're not caught nothing, really haven't. Had a couple of trailers, which tells me another story as well. There's fish in the area, but they're just not going down onto the spots. So if I've got to move, wind's changed, I'll be keeping an eye on the other end as well. But yeah, it's that old scenario of the odd fish is showing. About every hour you'll see one show and you're thinking, well, there must be still be here. There's no point moving. Just don't know if we need a change of tactics. Not really too sure, but we've got 24 hours to try and sort it out and try and start landing one, let alone 4. It'd be nice to just have one. Right, have a little change up, a little change of tactics. See a couple of fish show by the island, and typical Brad fashion, he's reeled one in, banged a single out there, and he's just caught one. So it'd be rude not to follow suit, wouldn't it? Because I've seen a couple more, even since he's landed one, I've seen a couple poke their heads out there. So all to play for. I'm just hoping that he's going to let me have this one as the O, as it's a team effort, you see, even though it's behind the camera. Let's go and have a look at this fish anyway. It's a nice one. What we got there, Bradders?
We've got a lovely common. There's probably around £20.
Yeah, it looks lovely, to be fair. Little patch on it.
Absolutely kicking the life out of me.
Proper little character, isn't it? Look at that, beautiful.
There we go.
What was that? What did you have that on? Single what?
Little single Pro Stim yellow, dumbbell
Yeah.
wafter.
Lovely.
And
Hang on a minute, hang on.
what?
Well, this ain't all about you, it's about me this meant to be, isn't it?
I thought this was my section.
Well, no, this is our section, isn't it?
But,
Teamwork.
No, it's been really hard work, hasn't it? So I think I'm feeling generous, and I'm going to give you your first letter.
Oh, for the Oreo.
Yeah.
So we've got another free to catch. So
Number 3. To be honest, at the minute, how are you feeling?
not overly confident, even though I've replaced the 3 rods out to where you just caught one from. Poaching, you could say. I'm having a bit of a poach up out there, try and get one. You never know, we've still got 24 hours left, haven't we? Well, about 20 hours left.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we'll get him back, and then you need to pull it out of the bag, son.
I do, it's definitely. I'm lacking, aren't I? Woo, baby, let's do it. Come on. Time is getting on, and I've been sitting here and not a lot's been happening. Been thinking about what I can do to ring the changes. I've come off the clips, I've come slightly back onto the softer ground. I was a bit more on the hard ground, on the seam. From what I've seen, the fish are feeding when they're feeding in that silt. So I've taken the clips off, I've gone onto helicopter rigs and pulled the rods back a little bit. Still using the D rigs. I've shortened them up quite a bit, about half to about 7 or 8 inches, and I've changed the hook baits around. I've got one on a little tiger with a little sight stop, a little yellow bit of plastic corn that's been soaking in Northern Special liquid. Another one I've got is a Pro Stim 15mm hard hook bait, again with a little bit of yellow corn, little sight bobbing, and a third one is a Northern Special pink wafter. So 3 different hook baits to what I was using, and going to spom it up a little bit more, not maybe 4 or 5 spoms over each, and I pulled one of those rods, because I was fishing 3 on the spot, pulled one off to an area which the fish were really showing last night and yesterday afternoon. A couple have been this afternoon as well. Sort of made me think, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. 14 wraps to the right is where they've been showing. Again, silt area, nice and soft, hence why I'm using a helicopter system. And yeah, I'm going to give it a go. Ringing the changes, that's all you can do for the night. We're about 3 hours before it gets dark. See what happens, that's all we can do. We've got one fish in the bag that Brad's got. Fingers crossed, we're going to get, we need 3 more. But I've got to get off the mark as well. We can't let Bradders catch them all, can we? So, right, let's get cracking. Let's get those rods back out there on the spots, a bit more bait on them. Let's see if we can get one. Right, we've got one on. It's the one off the spot. It's charging around. There it goes. It's just oh, proper giving me the runaround. Feels like a nice fish. Oh, proper it is, proper going. My net there. Go the other lines. Oh, what a boil up. Oh, it's a mirror. Oh. Oh. Happy days, mate. Happy days. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, mid-20. Nicely scaled mirror, mate. Well happy with that. Just shows you a little change in tactics. Hook baits. Can reap the rewards of it. Right, let's get her up. Get the hook out. Weigh her up, a few photos. Get her back. See if we catch another one. That's the R. O and R. 2 more to go.
How big do you reckon it is?
Don't know, mate, tell me.
29 on the button.
Happy days. Happy days, 29. Little change of tactics definitely worked, didn't it? Right, couple of snaps, get her back. There we go. Oxlease mirror, 29 pound on the button. That change of tactics definitely worked, didn't it? Shorter rigs, a bit more bait out there. On the same spot as there was a bit of bait, but refreshing it up just seemed to home in on it. We saw a few showing out there and I just had to ring the changes. Take off the clip system, go on the helicopters, and yeah, pro stimmers worked again. Happy days. Right, I'm going to get him back. Let's see if we can get our 3rd fish and get on the E. We've got the O and the R. See if we can get the E and the O. Stick her back. Look at that. Turn, walk me home. Happy days. No one in the bag. Now that I've actually caught one, I thought I'd just go through the mix before I start spomming re-getting the rod out there, put some more bait over the top of the area. My base for any mix I do, chili hemp. There's no fish alive that won't eat hemp, especially that it's got that bit of chili in there, and it also complements the 10mm Pro Stim liver. That's got a bit of chili in it as well. So having the two together is a definite edge in my mind. So that's the second ingredient, 10mm, not 15mm or 18mm or chops. I like to put little 10mm. So we're fishing linear, we're fishing Oxford, so there's little bits and pieces, hence the hemp, now the Pro Stim in size 10. Bits of maize, fermented maize that I leave in a bucket for weeks and weeks and weeks. That goes in there, that's my third ingredient. Nice bit of colour, nice bit of starch in there, something different to everything else. Handful of tigers, you don't have to go mad, the tiny little mini ones, handful, 2 handfuls in a bucket, that's all you need. I see nowadays people putting in buckets full and buckets full, you really don't. Tigers are such a good attractor on their own that a couple of handfuls in your mix is enough. To complement this, I put in chopped peanuts, another forgotten particle, which is really easy to prepare as well. Nice and white, nice and visual, fluffs up, loads of oil in it as well. Complements everything else in there, giving off different flavours, liquids, oils, the whole lot. It's acting that mix on the bottom there over a period of time. Last thing I do, just before I spom out, put a couple of handfuls of the halibut mini mix in there. Lots of different sizes again, that will start kicking out lots of oil over a period of time. So there you go, that's my mix. Lots of different things in there, visual, attractive, liquids, oils. That's what I put out there, and that's what I've caught on.
Right, mate.
Yep.
I know how much you hate Oreos.
Yeah, not for me, to be fair.
And I thought about this before this trip. So I thought I'd get you some Oreos.
Nice.
There's some different ones.
Okay.
They're not just your standard dark biscuit vanilla cream centre. They are these. Here you go. Have a look at them.
Oreo twists. Vanilla and caramel flavour.
Yeah.
Still got the outer though, isn't it? Still the outer's a bit filth.
But give them a taste. See if they change your
Sound
opinion.
like you've had them in your pocket for about 10 weeks, but it's all crunchy.
No, they've been in my van for about 6
Have
weeks.
they?
So.
Very vanilla, very caramelly. Let's have a look. They're very, yeah, I think they might have been in there for more than 6 weeks. Yeah, I think we'll give that one to the ducks. Let's have a bloody hell. How long have you had them in there? What have you been doing with these? Right, it's right. Oh, I've got a sort of got a whole one. It's very caramelly. Very sweet. You get that aftertaste. What is this made? Cocoa or something?
That's what this is meant to be, yeah.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, no, still just as bad. It's not.
No better?
No,
I
not
went
really.
out my way to get them. No good?
Might have to try another one just to make sure though.
Oh, like that, is it?
I might have to try another one just to make sure. I'll get them out. God, bloody hell. No, I'm not feeling them.
No? What would you rate them out of 10?
3.
That low?
That low.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to eat them then.
No, you leave them with me.
Oh, right, like that.
You
is it?
leave them with me. No, not for me then. They're really sweet and taste a bit plasticky. Probably where you've had them in your bag for 6 months, haven't you? But yeah, a bit too caramelly, yeah, don't like Oreo. Doesn't matter. This is your challenge, right? You have to find an Oreo, whatever shape or form, Oreo ice cream or Oreo something that I go, oh, that's quite nice. So over the next few challenges, that's your challenge to actually find an Oreo which I'm going to like.
All right, okay. We'll make it happen.
Okay, there you go. We go into the final evening. Looks like we're going to have a very rainy night, but we have managed 2 fish. Brad has had one, I've had one, and it's all to play for as we go into the darkness. We need 2 fish to complete the Biscuit Bonanza. Is that going to happen? I'm pretty confident. I've seen a few more fish this evening as the sun's setting. It's looking good, it's looking good. Even though we've only got probably about 18 hours, 16 hours, something like that. Still feel confident. You've got to feel confident, haven't you? Rods are out, the bait's out there. As you saw, we changed round our lead system, our shortened hook links, and put a bit more bait out there, and it all seems to be working great and fine with that extra fish that we've had. But fingers crossed, we can complete the Oreo Biscuit Bonanza challenge, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning or in the middle of the night, hopefully with a whacker. If not, I'll see you in the morning when I'll be crying in my cup of tea. But fingers crossed, rods on the dance floor. Let's get those 2 more fish. Well, I don't know what time it is. I've just had to wake old Bradders up. He was snoring his head off, he was.
Yeah, I was snoring.
He was snoring.
Because you kept me awake all night last night snoring.
But so, yeah, I think it's about 2 or 3 in the morning. And yeah, I'm a very nice visitor to the bank. This lovely mirror, we're not going to weigh her. It's too early in the morning. Beautiful fish. Give me the run around again. That new rig, new baited area. Mega happy. This is a 3rd one. This is the E in Oreo, so we're almost there. Just 1 more fish before we go tomorrow, and we'll be celebrating the Biscuit Bonanza, accomplishing this challenge, and then on to the next one, I believe. So yeah, I'm going to get back and yeah, get back to sleep. I think get the rod back out there, put some Zeds out myself. Happy days, eh? There we go. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Go on, my darling. You deserve that. Well, just before first light, we've got this mad male mirror who's a bit crazy, and they just turned on. The pressure dropped. They turned up. Brad has had a couple, and we had this one. Absolutely banging, long, lean fighting machine, and we've completed the Biscuit Bonanza, the Oreo. We've got the final O at the end. So I'm more than happy that we completed this little challenge, and on to the next one. We're going to pack up now, wrap up, get away before the weather comes in. It's going to really pour in a minute, and yeah, I couldn't be happier. On to the next Biscuit Bonanza.
You actually pulled it out of the bag.
In what way?
You completed it.
Oh yeah.
You flopped last time.
Yeah, well, I would say flop. We just run out of time, didn't we? Which is, yeah, I suppose that's flopping as well, isn't it?
Right, let's get him back,
Yeah.
get to the van and pick out the next biscuit.
Oh yeah, we've got to do that, haven't we? I hope it's not going to be something like bourbon, chocolate milk with about 27 fish to catch. Right, let's get her back anyway, him back. Now we've come to the end of the Oreo Biscuit Bonanza Challenge, and there was quite a few of you that suggested Oxlease. So we picked one at random. Dean Nicholson, you have won yourself a bait bundle, a ccmoore bait bundle. Send us a DM and we will send you out a nice bait bundle so you can go fishing. Well, we've come to the end of the Biscuit Bonanza Oreo Challenge and we've completed it. But that means we've got to go somewhere totally different, and I've got to pick out another biscuit, and you've got to tell us with the letter of the biscuit in the comments below what venues we should be going to. So Bradders, let's dip the hand in the biscuit tin and see what biscuit.
Blindfold yourself up.
Yeah, right, here we go. I told you the beach towel coming handy.
What do you look like? Imagine you at night walking down the street.
Mate, I'd get locked up, wouldn't I?
Right, so let's have a look in here then. Hold on. Oh. No, you don't want to put your hand in there.
Well, what have you done now? What's in there?
They have been in the van for far too long. Hold on, I've got to back up.
Well, what's the matter with them?
They're all melted together.
Oh no, that's not good. How long have you had them in there?
I'm choosing the biscuit.
So what am I choosing?
So you can take your blindfold off.
Oh right, that was a waste of time.
There you go. That's where you're going next. Somewhere
Lotus.
beginning with B.
No, it's Lotus. L.
Biscoff.
L.
That's the brand. It's a Biscoff biscuit.
Oh mate, what's that? But 1, 2, 7 fish.
Yep.
Right, guys. So you've got to put down in the comments below a lake that begins with B for Biscoff. These are quite nice with a coffee, to be fair. Don't know if I'm looking forward to it or not. It's 7 fish to catch. I mean, it's difficult catching 4.
And the next time we go out, it's going to be pretty much winter.
Yeah. Oh mate, yeah, it's going to be freezing cold. It's going to be, yes, I think of somewhere where we can catch a few, beginning with B. And down below in the comments, let's see you at the next venue.